Espada Masculina.
Final. Yulen Pereira.
Ready to begin. Beran is taller, appears to be about 6 inches taller, has much longer reach. As we go through the obligatory feeling out phase early on, we see this in a lot of bouts. The question is, does this feeling out period last for 60 seconds? Which will bring on the P yellow cards. It appears to be that's where this is going. I stand corrected because Beran caught Di Veroli napping a little bit, popped him on the wrist. Who knows, maybe Di Veroli thought that Beran was going to go to the minute also. Interesting tactic there. The moral of the story is always be on your toes. Di Veroli was on his toes there with a straight flesh attack right in the middle. Watch this. Hits on in the belly. Well, we're 2 minutes in. We've only seen 2 real actions so far. The surprise flick to the hand by Beran and the flesh by Di Veroli. who's going to take the next risk. And will we get to that P yellow? Because we must be approaching 60 seconds rapidly. There it is. P yellow card for both fencers. Unwillingness to fence, no touches for 60 seconds. They can do nothing here for the next 39 seconds, and there'll be no penalty for that. We'll just go to the break at 1-1. And the way this bout has gone, we might just see that. Or does Beran try to pop him to the wrist again, catch him napping? No. So, we go to the break, one touch for each. Normally when I go to the break, I say, well, this fencer should try this, or that fencer should try that, or change the tactics. But really not much has happened here so far. So I'll let the coaches tell the fencers what to do, and let's just see what happens here. Neither fencer blinked for those 3 minutes. Oh, there was that little sneaky attack to the wrist. And the reason it was sneaky is because they were about 2 seconds away from going to 2 minutes, which would have been the P yellow card. I know as a fencer at that point I'm probably relaxing mentally, saying let's just get there already. And you might have to say that the 41-year-old Beran is a wily veteran and probably did something that Di Veroli was not expecting. Okay, we're ready to start the second period. Let's see which fencer takes a risk here. Seconds gone, nothing done yet. And the answer to who's going to take the risk is Di Veroli. Watch, he does a flesh, parry. Riposte misses. Remise hits the leg. So the only thing in question here is whether there's core before the last action had begun. If there was core before Beran had started that remise to the leg, the touch will not count, because no new action can begin after the halt, and a core precipitates a halt. Referee is looking at the video review. He's looking at the video. That was a tough one. I'd like to take another look at it here if we could. Referee says core halt. That's it. Very simple. If there's and there's no complaint from Beran. Core ends the action. That's it. So it is sort of amazing that we saw almost nothing for the first period, and then finally Di Veroli takes an action, and it's the core that negates the remise of the riposte by Beran. Actually, that's a halt. Wow. It appeared that the referee called halt before the touch was scored, and his reasoning is that key red card, which it should have been. Okay, so we've seen a couple interesting ones here at the 2-minute mark in both periods. In the first period, Beran surprised Di Veroli with the pop to the wrist when he wasn't expecting it. And this time Di Veroli, instead of P red card, scored right at the buzzer. Maybe this will provoke the fencers to start trying to score some more touches. So we didn't see Beran until just right now cross over the center of the piste. And the reason he's doing that is because he's trailing. So he's going to have to try to provoke a touch by pushing a little bit to try to tie the score. First time all about he's been in this territory. Double. Beran with the attack. And a very simple counter for the double by Di Veroli. Wow, Beran tried an attack from considerably out of distance. See that? And Di Veroli was able to parry it for the inside line, closer to us, and make the riposte. And considering what we've seen so far in 2 periods, I would say that a 2-touch differential is enormous. But that's it as we go to the 3rd period. So it's 4-2 after 2. I would say the odds are we're not going to make it to 15. But on the other hand, now Beran has to throw caution to the wind a little bit to try to tie the score at some point. He has 2 ways of going about this. He could start being very aggressive and taking all sorts of chances, or he could just say, listen, I'm just going to try to, I'm not going to score a lot of touches in Di Veroli. I don't feel that. So I'm just going to try to set up to make it 4-3 and then 4-4. So we'll see how the tactics go. If you had to go by the first 2 periods, you would say that it's the latter, that he's going to just try to systematically score one and then maybe another, and not just go crazy and just open up the bout, because it's probably not to his advantage to do so. See, that was the attack from out of distance there. He went to Veroli's inside line, which is the line closer to us, the stomach, and Di Veroli was just waiting there. He angled his blade and made the parry and the riposte. It was a little bit too easy because the reason is that was out of distance. And it gives the defending fencer a chance to see what's coming and to figure out what he's going to do. Okay, here we go. 3rd and final period. For the gold medal here at the Cali Grand Prix, the 3rd and final Grand Prix of the season. And also importantly, it's the first competition in the Olympic qualification cycle for Paris 2024. And for a fencer like Beran from Czech Republic, whose team will probably not qualify, this could mean a lot for him. On the other hand, Italy probably will qualify, and this could help Di Veroli make that team, which is a loaded team. Guess what? We're going to have P red cards. So what this basically means here is that Beran is running out of options. He has to score a touch. It's going to become 5-3 now. Each one gets a point. And if by chance in the 60 seconds he doesn't, then Di Veroli is your winner. With P black cards, he's leading, he would win. But you have to believe a 41-year-old fencer like Beran, with his success and his experience, is not going to let that happen. But now he has to really open it up a little bit because there's only 2 minutes to go. Okay, so there, straight flush to the high line right there. Oh, it looked like the blade got stuck and the point just didn't go off. It looked like Beran had him on that one. It just didn't score. So it was a straight attack, didn't take the blade, just went straight. And let's see if he does it again. Or tries to draw Di Veroli out, which he did. He came forward, Di Veroli bit, tried to attack it to the preparation, and Beran was waiting. Okay, so step 1 of 2 has been accomplished by Beran. He's within 1. Di Veroli pushing a little bit because he doesn't want to let Beran get too comfortable in the attack, because that's how he got hit last time. With 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, though, it's time for Beran to start pushing again. Which he's doing. Okay, now it gets interesting. Back in the box. Di Veroli's running out of room. And actually, that was a good double for Beran, because Di Veroli's the one. Watch this. He made the attack. That was an offensive double, so the best Beran could get there was, again, that's of no help to Beran, these doubles. That's twice in a row he just did defensive doubles. He's got to try to provoke a one-light action soon. That's 3 in a row. It's only 37 seconds to go. And Beran should not be the one reacting here. He has to be provoking, because time is running short. Referee called halt. Oh, it's very simple. The side judge just said that Beran was in that little blue zone, which is technically off the piste, and he has to retreat a meter from where the action started. Oh my, oh my. So Di Veroli took the risk with 25 seconds to go. He had gotten 3 doubles this way, and this time he missed, and he got hit in the arm. And amazingly, Beran, without even provoking, has tied the score at 8 with 25 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Does anyone take the risk, or do we just go to the 1 minute overtime with priority? And that is exactly where we're going to go. So, after 2 days of fencing, we are down to the next touch determines the champion at the Cali Grand Prix for the men. And the priority is with Beran. So he technically doesn't have to score for this minute, but very rarely do you see a bout end without someone scoring. Here we go. And there's your winner! There's the dance! 41-year-old Jiri Beran of the Czech Republic. There's one for us old guys. There is your winner. Di Veroli asking for the check.
Yes, you must give me directly after I can.
The referee says he's not going to check the blade because you have to do it immediately after the bout.
Waiting here.
As I know it, if you don't unhook, you're still allowed to ask for it, but the referees certainly know what they're doing. These are the best in the world. Here's your winner.
Please. Please. Please.
A little bit of unhappiness by Di Veroli.
Thank you.
They hug. Great sportsmanship. And a really exciting way to finish. Most of the bout wasn't that exciting, but the end of it certainly was. And there is a crowd pleaser, the fan favorite here. There's his countrymates. Jiri Beran, Czech Republic, 41 years old. Draws from the fountain of youth, and he is your champion here at the third and final Grand Prix of the season. Very, very exciting. Di Veroli, I thought, was a little bit unlucky. Took a little bit of a risk, maybe that he didn't have to take. Even though he had scored on 3 doubles attacking, well, he was up by 1. He didn't have to do that. He got 3 doubles on offensive doubles. He went to the well once too often, and there was a single light, because up until then, Beran had not really been taking the risk on the attack. And maybe Di Veroli said, I scored 3 times on those doubles. Let me just try it one more time. And it didn't work. And then